Hey, J Shrek, your motorcycleguys.com. What was your first motorcycle? My first motorcycle that I actually was mine, though. It wasn't my brother's. It wasn't the family mini bike, or it wasn't the guys down the street. And it wasn't, it was mine. It was a TC 100. I was probably 14, 13, 14 at the time I got it. Maybe 13. And it was mine. And it wasn't my brother's. It was mine. And that was probably one of the greatest gifts that I've ever received ever. Probably made the biggest impact in my life, probably changed my life more than any. I wanted that Honda 50, I wanted that Honda 70, I wanted that, SL 75, I wanted all those different bikes, man. I wanted a PE. I was a big Suzuki guy at that time, and, but man, when I got that bike, I tell you what, I'll never forget the feeling when I saw that bike in the back of my dad's truck when he was taking it down the Lake of the Ozarks where we were living, our summer stuff, where we summered, right? And I'll never forget that. And that bike totally changed my life. It totally changed who I was. I would ride that bike from this time that I got up to the time I went to bed all over Sunrise Beach, Missouri, right? And it was a special time. And that's why today, when we talk about, what value or what impact motorcycles have in our lives, right? It definitely changed who I am, and it definitely got me into business, and it definitely today is, when I think of my fondest memories, a TC 100, it was heavy as hell though. For the time I got it, weighed a zillion pounds, but everything did, right? Light was heavy. But that bike had a low and a high gear, right? You could kick it over with a little T knob, and you kick it over into low, even though you really never needed to be that low. But it had it. The thing would climb a tree. It'd kill you when it came back down because it weighed, I think, 419 pounds or 450 pounds or something absolutely ridiculous. But it didn't even matter, And I rode that bike everywhere. Man, I rode that bike everywhere. And it changed my life. And so that's why, it's important to me that we look back on our lives and we look at our lives today, right? And see the value in certain things. And that's why I'm a bike guy. I don't know why. The bike picked me. I didn't pick it, right? The bike picked me. And it's absolutely changed my life. And what's your story? I'd love to hear what your story is on your motorcycle. I saw a thing about I was looking at names to call this thing. There was your bike guy or your motorcycle guy or whatever. He was a guy out of like Georgia that talked about he got his first four-wheeler picking like pecans or something, some nuts, and he picked out a certain amount of pounds to get this four-wheeler, right? And how awesome is that? It was a great story and it was a great video. The dude was awesome, and I tell you what, it really, really kicked back on why we do what we do, And that's why I don't want to let all the other stuff that get in the way. Let's get to the fun part of this. Let's enjoy it. Let's get the negotiation over with. Let's do our due diligence. Let's take our time. Let's make sure it's right. We get the right bike at the right price, right? But then let's have fun, right? And let's not bitch about it, because once the deal's done, let's go. Let's have fun. Let's get this thing going. And let's enjoy this, because, you don't buy a bike because you have to have one or you need one. You buy a motorcycle because you want one. So don't get it skewed with it. We're not buying a refrigerator, This is a motorcycle. It's going to change your life. J Shrek, yourmotorcycleguys.com.